Say my name.
Do what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Cartel got Fring.
You sure?
I'm Enigma and I'm a qualified body language analyst and private investigator. And today I'm going to be reacting to this famous scene from the final season of Breaking Bad, where Walt asserts his dominance over Declan's crew. So, let's take a look.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the man who's keeping it.
The hell's this? We had an agreement, right? We got our deal, so where's the tank, Mike?
Mike doesn't know where it is. Only I do. And you're dealing with me now, not him.
Why don't you just cut to what it is you want or what you think is gonna happen here, all right? Because we're gonna get what we came for.
1,000 gallons of methylamine is worth more in my hands than it is in yours, or anyone else's for that matter.
So Mike distances himself when Declan confronts him about changing the deal. He does this as a method of reducing his physiological arousal by diverting his attention away from the stressor. Mike is principled. He knows you don't just change deals like this, which is why he reacts strongly here. And when Declan says that he's going to get what he came for, Jesse then diverts his eye contact towards Mike. He's fearing confrontation and looks towards Mike as a method of building rapport with him. Now we do this as we're social animals, and it shows that Jesse looks to Mike for comfort.
But I need distribution.
Distribution.
That's right. So if you agree to give up your cook and sell my product instead, I'll give you 35% of the take.
35%? Wow, are you kidding me? 35. Mike, please tell me. This is a joke. You know how far we have to stick our necks out to get our hands on this cash? And why the hell would we want you? You realize we have our own operation, right?
I know all about your operation. See, my partners here tell me that you produce a meth that's 70% pure, if you're lucky. What I produce is 99.1% pure. So
we get a really good sense of the power dynamics going on here, based on the non-verbals being expressed. We can see Declan standing here with his hands firmly in his pockets. Now Jesse also has his hands in his pockets, but notice the difference. Jesse has his thumbs hanging out, whereas Declan has his hands firmly tucked away. One is a strong sign of confidence, and one is a self-regulatory behavior. Jesse puts his hands away as a method of activating his parasympathetic nervous system. Making physical contact with himself helps activate this system and calms him down, whereas Declan puts his hands fully away. He's signaling that he feels extremely confident and relaxed, as our hands are our greatest tool for self-defense.
it's grade school t-ball versus the New York Yankees. Yours is just some tepid, off-brand, generic cola. What I'm making is classic Coke.
All right. Okay, so, if we just waste you right here, right now, and leave you in the desert, then there is no more Coke on the market, right? See how that works? There's only us.
Do you really want to live in a world without Coca-Cola?
So we see Declan pacifying here, as well as distancing when listening to Walt. He is annoyed that the deal has been altered, but then returns to his casual hands in pockets gesture, showing that again he doesn't feel threatened. And Walt's nonverbals are extremely strong and domineering here, which is entirely consciously controlled. And Walt actually does a micro-expression that confirms this. It's super subtle, but we actually see his left hand tense up abruptly. This is what's called a nonverbal leakage, and occurs as a result of an adrenal surge, triggering a muscle contraction. His defense mechanism is clearly triggered here, causing the sudden jolt. However, it suddenly ends, showing that he's consciously stopping it.
My partner tells me that your crew switched to a P2P cook because of our success. You dye your meth with food coloring to make it look like mine. You already ape my product at every turn. But now, you have the opportunity to sell it yourself.
I need you to listen to me. We're not gonna give up this deal to be your errand boys, do you understand me? For what? To watch a bunch of junkies get a better high?
A better high means customers pay more.
So Walt is making above average eye contact here, far above the average 40 to 50% when speaking. He's deliberately being dominant in his nonverbals to convince Declan to take the deal. And Declan responds, he distances when Walt makes his argument. He's being convinced here, and it causes him stress, likely because he feels he's being manipulated. He also expresses what's called the smile mask, smiling as a method of expressing and venting muscle tension in a socially acceptable way. The stress is generated by anger in having the deal changed. However, Walt is convincing him, which is why he distances instead of confronting him.
A higher purity means a greater yield. That's $130 million of profit that isn't being pissed away by some substandard cook. Now you listen to me. You've got the greatest meth cook in America, no, the two greatest meth cooks in America right here. And with our skills, you'll earn more from that 35% than you ever would on your own.
Yeah, so you say. Just wondering why we're so lucky. Why cut us in?
Mike is retiring from our crew, so his share of the partnership is available.
When Walt drags Jesse into the situation, calling him one of the greatest meth cooks, Jesse then again directs his attention to Mike. This is because he's already having doubts about being part of the crew, after realizing that Walt is becoming more ruthless and manipulative. That subtle rapport building we see him making with Mike is the start of this, and is used to signal trust and alignment without verbalizing it. It's subtle, but Mike now knows that Jesse is having his doubts.
If you can handle his end, distribution, and if you give him $5 million of the $15 million that you brought today, just think of it as a finder's fee for bringing us together. We have 40 pounds of product ready to ship. Ready to go. Are you ready?
Who the hell are you?
You know.
So when Walt tells Declan to pay the $5 million to Mike, Mike immediately expresses mouth tension and presses his lips together. This is because the demand is confrontational, and Mike knows that what Walt is doing could backfire massively. Mike is clearly uncomfortable about this entire situation, and Walt is still keeping up his dominant and consciously controlled nonverbals.
You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
Do what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Fring.
You sure? That's right. Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
So Walt nods his head towards Mike, who then does a subtle headshake, to confirm that Walt, not the cartel, killed Gus Fring. Upon realizing this, Declan then makes strong eye contact with Walt. Before this, he would happily turn his back on him and distance his attention, but now he fixates his eyes on him, showing that he understands that Walt is a man to be feared. He has earned his respect. Walt this entire time is controlling his nonverbals to the point that he appears completely unfazed. Except for that tiny leakage, he maintains his composure, showing that Heisenberg is an act. I don't think he's on an ego trip here. He's consciously appearing dominant in order to manipulate Declan and secure the deal. Although I'm still sure it boosts his ego. It's a really powerful and detailed scene.